Hello everyone, and welcome to the DTechDriverTraining Student Support channel. Today, we are looking closely at the Castle Hill Service NSW driving test routes. Taking your practical driving test can be nerve-wracking, but knowing exactly what to expect on the road gives you a massive confidence boost. In this video, we are going to drive through some of the most common routes, highlighting the tricky spots, speed zones, and critical errors you must avoid to pass on your very first attempt. Now, Castle Hill Service NSW is located at Homeco Castle Hill South Side, on Level 1. While the main office is inside the shopping centre, your driving test starts right here on the Rooftop car park. When you arrive, make sure to park your vehicle in the designated driver testing area. Pay close attention because this car park is strictly one-way. A smart tip is to park right in the middle of the testing area. This helps you avoid looping past the busy pedestrian crossing located just next to the test bays. You need to watch out carefully the moment you commence your test, keeping a sharp eye on shoppers and other parked cars leaving the shopping center. Here we go. Before you even turn the key, remember that your test begins the moment you sit in the car with the testing officer. Ensure your mirrors are perfectly adjusted, your seatbelt is on, and you perform a full 360-degree vision check before moving off. As we exit the Service NSW car park, the first major test of your driving is your observation. You must indicate for at least 5 full seconds before moving out of your parking space. Always check your mirrors and perform a distinct head check over your shoulder into your blind spot. Failing to do a blind spot check right here is a major error, or even an immediate fail, before you've even left the roof. As we leave the driving test car park, most test routes will have you take a left turn onto Hudson Avenue. From there, you will immediately need to handle a very busy roundabout via Salisbury Road. Now we are heading out towards Windsor Road. This is a major, busy road, so you have to be incredibly careful. Watch out for fast-moving oncoming cars, choose a safe gap, and merge smoothly as we head towards Merinda Road. Keep your lane discipline tight here, as testing officers are looking for smooth acceleration and confident gap selection. From Windsor Road, you will be turning right into Merinda Road, where there is a small roundabout via Luke Lane. Pay close attention to your road position and smooth acceleration skills here, as the roads right after the roundabout are very hilly. We are now turning right onto Colleenar Avenue. Depending on the time of day you booked your test, you might instantly run into a very tricky double school zone area. As we continue down Colleenar, the route takes us toward Crestwood High School on Chapel Lane, and then all the way through heading to Colleenar Drive and Bunool Street, where you'll hit another school zone for Crestwood Public School. In New South Wales, school zones are strictly enforced between 8 a.m. and 9:30 a.m. and 2:30 p.m. and 4 p.m. on school days. The speed limit is strictly 40 km per hour. Even if it's 9:25 a.m. and the zone is about to end, you must stay under 40. Testing officers watch the speedometer like a hawk. Going even 1 or 2 kilometers over the limit in an active school zone is an immediate fail for speeding. Keep a close eye on your dash, give yourself plenty of buffer, and don't let your speed creep up. In addition to navigating the school children and changing speed limits, the intersection of Colleenar Drive and Bunool Street features a critical test feature, a stop sign. You must bring the vehicle to a complete, dead stop behind the line. No rolling stops allowed. Let the car settle completely for 2 to 3 seconds. Do a thorough check right, left, and right again, and only proceed when it is 100% safe to do so. Let's look closer at intersections. One of the most common critical errors on the NSW driving test happens at these stop signs. Notice how the car comes to a complete, dead stop behind the solid white line. Rolling through a stop sign, even at just 2 kilometers per hour, is an automatic fail. You must feel the car completely pitch back and rest for at least those 2 to 3 seconds. Check right, check left, check right again, and only move when the intersection is completely clear. Treat give-way signs with similar respect, slowing down enough to thoroughly assess the cross traffic. Once you pass the stop sign at Bunool Street, you'll turn right into Merinda Road and head all the way down to Bunool Avenue. Now, the testing officer will likely take you off the main roads and into the quieter residential backstreets. Don't let your guard down here. This is where they test your low-speed maneuvers and hazard perception. The speed limit here is usually 50 kilometers per hour unless signed otherwise. However, because these streets are narrow and often lined with packed cars, driving at exactly 50 might not be safe. You need to adapt your speed to the conditions. Look out for doors opening on packed cars, pedestrians stepping out, or oncoming vehicles. If a street is too narrow for 2 cars, slow down or pull over to let the oncoming vehicle pass. This demonstrates what Service NSW calls crash avoidance space. You are going to drive through Mona Avenue, Colleenar Avenue, then again onto Bunool Avenue, and back to Merinda Road where you are tested on your road positioning while cornering. Then, you'll cross a tiny, small roundabout heading towards 7 Hills Road, where you are likely to see oncoming cars from your right at the Merinda Service Centre petrol station. Watch out for pedestrians crossing before you turn left. The officer is watching your head. While turning left, you must still look for oncoming traffic from your right. Testing your speed management and lane merging on 7 Hills Road, there is another roundabout connecting with Crestwood Drive. The driver testing officer will ask you to turn left at the traffic light at Jasper Road. This brings you right in front of Jasper Road Public School and its pedestrian crossing. Watch out for traffic controllers during the school zone hours and keep an eye out for kids crossing. Next, we'll be heading on to Coronation Road. This is another perfect spot for your mandatory maneuvers. You will be asked to perform either a curbside stop, a 3-point turn, or a reverse parallel park. During any of these maneuvers, the key is observation. You must constantly look around you. Don't just stare into your backup camera or your mirrors. Turn your head. If a car approaches while you are doing a 3-point turn or a parallel park, pause your maneuver, let them pass or see if they stop for you, and only proceed when it's completely safe. Heading along Coronation Road to the junction with Windsor Road, the testing officer will tell you to turn left at the traffic light. When it comes to traffic lights, the trickiest scenario is the dreaded yellow light. If the light turns yellow as you approach, you must stop if it is safe to do so. If you are too close to the intersection and braking hard would cause a rear-end collision, only then should you proceed. During the test, if you have plenty of time to stop but decide to accelerate through a yellow light instead, the officer will mark it as a serious breach of traffic rules. You also must choose the correct lane to head back to Service NSW via Victoria Avenue. You may need to change lanes on Windsor Road from the far left lane or middle lane over to the far right lane because you are preparing to turn onto Victoria Avenue. When changing lanes on these busier routes, always follow the sequence: mirror, signal, blind spot check, and then smoothly move over. Never accelerate excessively or cut off other drivers. If it's not safe to change lanes, don't force it. The testing officer will guide you safely, and if you miss a turn because of traffic, they will simply reroute you. You won't fail for missing a turn, but you will fail for a dangerous lane change. When you come down Victoria Avenue, you'll easily spot local landmarks like Castle Hill Hyundai, Heartland Mitsubishi, Castle Hill Toyota Service, and Victoria's Basement. You'll also pass massive retailers like Spotlight, Supercheap Auto, Anaconda, Officeworks, and Macca's. This busy industrial strip is where you get to show off your roundabout negotiation skills. From Victoria Avenue, there are at least 3 or 4 roundabouts you've got to handle. Specifically, you'll navigate the ones via Hoyle Avenue, Carrington Road, and Salisbury Road where you pass the giant Bunnings warehouse. The last one is at Hudson Avenue, opposite Chemist Warehouse, Castle Hill. Let's tackle these roundabouts properly. Service NSW test routes almost always include these to test your lane discipline and giving way rules. As we approach, remember the golden rule: give way to all traffic already on the roundabout to your right. If you are turning left, indicate left on approach. Now, keep in mind that during the NSW driving test, you are specifically required to give a left exit signal on multi-lane roundabouts. On those tight, single-lane roundabouts, it's often not practical, so officers don't expect it there. But on these big multi-lane junctions, if you are going straight, do not indicate on approach, but you must indicate left to exit as you pass the exit before the one you want. Let's watch that again. See how the driver indicates left just before exiting? That shows the testing officer you have excellent vehicle control and spatial awareness. We are now heading back towards the Service NSW Registry to finish up the test route. Don't celebrate just yet. The test isn't over until the engine is turned off and the parking brake is engaged. When parking back at the center, park straight, apply the handbrake, put the car in park, and switch off the ignition. To recap, passing your NSW driving test comes down to 3 major things: strict adherence to speed limits, flawless blind spot observation, and complete stops at stop signs. Practice these routes, stay calm, and treat the testing officer like a regular passenger who just needs directions. Look, you don't have to leave test day up to pure luck or nerves. At DTech, we offer a specialized Castle Hill driving test preparation and car hire package for $200. We will pick you up from home, do a highly focused 1-hour pre-test warm-up lesson to check live traffic, run through recent road updates, and completely settle your nerves. Then, you get to take your official test using our certified dual-control vehicle, giving you total peace of mind. If you're ready to smash your practical driving exam and be 100% P-plate ready, give us a call or text at 0468 525 626 or visit DTechDriverTraining.com.au to secure your spot. Thanks for riding along with me today. Good luck on your test, and remember, DTech is the best in the West. I'll catch you at the Castle Hill Metro Station, or right in the Service NSW driving test bay. If you found this narration and route walkthrough helpful, please smash that like button, subscribe for more driving tips, and drop a comment below letting me know which Service NSW center you'll be taking your test at. Good luck, stay safe, and happy driving.